Hi, I'm Raquel, and this is Law Librarian Plans. Today, I will be setting up my Catchall planner for the week of November 17th. Let's get started. So let's find the pages that we need to decorate. And I'm still filling in some details from the week of CPC, so that's why my page marker is still there. But here's the week we're going to be decorating, so let's get those pages out and get them all situated on our canvas here so we can get this started. So I just came back from CPC on, well, a week ago almost, last Sunday, very late, almost Monday. And it was a great experience. I did not record much by way of video while I was there. I did take a lot of pictures of the swag and so forth. And I have a few pictures with people, but I'm terrible about asking people to like post for a picture and so forth. So I don't have many of those. I'm probably going to post them. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do a slideshow or what, but today I'm going to be using the Seasonal Whimsy sticker book by Happy Planner. This one came out in 2022, and I actually had not used this book, and I have no idea why. It's completely unused, and it was in my stash. I think it was in the wrong place. I keep all my seasonal books together, and this was somewhere else, and I just discovered it, so I figured why not use it. So let's find one of the fall, because we're still in fall, one of the fall sets or the fall set, and go from there. And I just need to look because I'm not familiar with this book. So the big boxes is supposed to be the beginning of it, but I see summer. I think these boxes are summer boxes. So I think this is truly where the fall um, stickers begin. So I'm going to put this off to the side. And so one of the challenges is, of course, it's not a vertical, and many of the stickers, the bigger stickers, are sized for a vertical. So I'm going to have to find other things that are going to work. So here, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the right side today, and I'm going to place some boxes. It does have some, these are monthly boxes, but these are very lovely. And let's see what else is in here. Because again, I have not looked at this at all. So I'm completely flying blind as to what's in this sticker book. So obviously that's Halloween. And here we have some other boxes. So let's see. And then we have letters. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to use some of these monthly boxes. Or should I use these? Maybe I'll use these. Even though these are also monthly, but I'll leave the more decorative ones perhaps for another spread. So I'm actually going to start with a box here. We don't have dots either, which is something that I usually rely on. So this is going to be a bit of a challenge. And I'm seeing that I really cannot see this very well. So I'm actually going to stand for this one. I usually sit down when I'm planning, but this might be a little bit easier standing up for now. Let's see if we can get this sticker to be nice and straight here. All right, lined up with the box. And it's okay that it sticks out a little bit. And then we're going to use maybe the reddish box that we see here. And I'm going to use that here, like so, maybe a little bit higher. Okay. Funny because I thought this perspective would actually make it easier for me to see the boxes, but I actually can't see them much better than I can otherwise. So kind of a bummer there. And actually I'm going to put a second box right on top of that one. I like to usually not enough room. Oops. I kind of want to center it, but I also want to put it closer, so I think I won't center it. I want to put it closer to the other box. There we go. And then not very many options for boxes here. It was really just the two styles. So, maybe I'll use the yellow. Get the yellow over here, like so. And then, last but not least, another pair here. We'll do the gray. We'll use all the colors just to ensure that I can't really use this for anything else. I'm kind of joking, but okay. This one like so, and again, we're gonna pair it with something else. It's kind of wild to me. I actually like I said, I came back from CPC. I got back on Monday very early in the morning or late at night, however you want to put it. The night of this, I traveled on Sunday back, and I got home after 1 o'clock in the morning. So, and then I'm on vacation again for Thanksgiving week. So that's kind of weird to me, but I have too much vacation to use, and not enough other times to use it before I lose it. So we're doing that thing. All right. So, like I said, I don't have any bullet points, which is something that I normally use in this spread. I could use some of those cute little pine cones as bullet points. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know what? I think I have enough of them. So I'll do that. Let me grab a pair of tweezers from my little handy dandy toolkit. And I'm going to use pine cones as bullet points because why not? A little bit of fanciful kind of thing. Now for this, I am going to sit down because I cannot, my arms are just not physically long enough for me to be able to reach and put these quite in place the way I want them to be in place. So we'll do that, and then I'll get up again and continue decorating. I think these are so stinking cute. Now, if I felt like it, I would trim the bleed on these because the bleed is pretty big for a tiny little sticker, but I don't think I'm going to spend our time today doing that. So let's do that. I think that's stinking adorable. So there we go. And then we're going to put 3 more over here. I'm going to put them in a different orientation like that. Considering how much bleed they have, they're not that easy to take off the page. Okay, put this one like so. Yeah, I kind of like that. It's kind of cute. And then one more time over here. And I had exactly the number that I needed. So yay, hooray. I don't mind the little flags, but they don't fit the same way, and that's the whole thing is how they fit on in the boxes. They would be too big. So let's see, 1, 2, one more in a sec. Yeah, I really like those. All right, so that almost brings us done with the functionality on the right side of our page. I want to come back and do some more deco, but for now, this is the most important thing on the side of the page. All right, with that done, now let's go to the left side of the page. And I have my sticker book, my sheets, get them all squared away there. And let's see, I think something creaked. Yeah, this does not have long boxes. Trying to find, are my pages stuck? No, they're not. So I have full boxes. Oops, and I have these. And I have these very large apples and some decorative stuff, but no big boxes, which is a bit of a problem. So while we think about that, I just realized I'm also missing my trackers. So let me grab those, and then I'll get those in place and figure out the rest of this nonsense. I'm going to grab some fall boxes by Mojo Jojo Plans because I think that's how I'm going to be able to maybe fill in on the left side. Um, I always assume that Happy Planner books have enough boxes of whatever kind I need. And, the decorative books come with boxes, but because this is a seasonal book, it focuses more on the, I had used this book before. Okay, never mind. It focuses more on the seasonal decor than it does on the practical stuff. So I'm going to put the book aside for a second, and then I have the Mojo Jojo Plans Autumn Boxes 1 and 2. And I'm going to see if I can find boxes that go with those colors, because what I don't think there is here is a yellow box. There's like a red, there's a couple of different reds, and there's definitely orange. But let's see what else we have here. I mean, I could use the bronze. The bronze is very pretty. Oh, there we go. This is not quite, it's a yellow. Let's put it that way. It is a yellow, so it would work. Although I wouldn't want a very large one, perhaps, of that. So maybe I'll use the small yellow, if I can find it again, and use that. There's also tan in this book, which I can use. So I can use a yellow as a call out box. So I'm going to pull one of those out. Okay, I'm going to set it on the top of my page. And then, excuse me, I'm sorry about that. Orange, not a problem. The orange will work. So I think what I'll do is I'll find the orange and use the orange. Do I have a line box in orange? I don't. I can live without it though. So I think I'll use the orange, the big box in orange, because it's the only color that actually kind of matches the original. So I'm going to use that over here. See if we can get it nice and straight. I think it is. Kind of, sort of, close enough. All right, and then I'm hoping there's a red that I can use. If not, I'll use a tan, because there is a tan color in this book, in one of those two books. So we're going to look again. And you know what? I didn't look at this to see if there were, look, there's that line orange box. Oh, well, next time. That's what I wanted. This tan is definitely not that color. I can just use brown. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use a brown box because the brown definitely matches. So we're going to use a brown long box here. Like so. I try to line it up with the orange. And of course, get it straight on the page too. Easier said than done sometimes. And then I'll use my yellow call out box that I wanted to use. I'm going to use that here. Like so. Not quite lined up. And it's very stuck. My goodness. This is a Kell of a planner, which has really very forgiving paper, but this sticker just wanted to be attached to the page badly. So this one can go here, and it's crooked. So let's get it a little bit straighter than that. Okay, there we go. So we have our functional boxes now. So now I can do a little bit of decorating with this, but I'm going to leave space in the bottom for my trackers. So I saw some big quotes in the sticker book near the end. Let's see. Nope, not near the end. Well, near the end, but there we go. So I kind of like that Season of Gratitude sticker. I also like the Sweater Weather is Better Weather. This one right here. But I think Season of Gratitude is probably the better one. Would be even better in Thanksgiving week, but we're just going to go ahead and use it. I got to figure out where the lines are on this. So hang on one sec. I'm going to grab the book so I can actually see it. Oh, that's peculiar. That sticker goes to all the way to the top of the page. It actually has a flat edge. So that was, oh no, oh no. What is going on here? Oh, this is very strangely cut. And so if I actually pull the sticker out the way it is, it's going to be a mess. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the page out of the book. This happens every once in a while. So you got to, roll with the punches, as they say. So I have my sticker out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it to the shape that I want. I have no idea. I think the machine, either they must have had the wrong template to cut this page or something, because it's cut in a very strange way. All of the stickers are. They're like chopped up in pieces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my own sticker, and I'm just basically kind of fussy cutting around it, but not like a too close of a cut, because I'm also trying to make sure that when I pull it off, that I pull up all the pieces. Is trying to line this up would be a bear and a half. So bear with me. I actually have this off camera mostly because I can't really see it very well under the lights. So, and especially because the paper has a little bit of, with the glare from the gold and stuff like that. So bear with me as I'm keep cutting as fast as I can. I have no idea. I've never seen a cut that bad. And I don't know if it's intentional or not, but it's pretty crappy if you ask me. to think you're going to have a quote sticker, and instead what you have are going to pieces. You're going to have pieces of a sticker if you pull it off the page. So again, I don't think that was intentional. I'd like to think it wasn't intentional. I'd like to think that that was a problem when the sticker book was made, that nobody paid attention and it cut it. I hope it wasn't too many of them, because I know it's very frustrating for most people. To find a miscut page is pretty annoying. So this one, fortunately, it's mostly big things, so I can work with that and make it, work for me. I can still, get the most out of the stickers, I hope. Okay, I'm almost done. I'm coming in around the last little corner here. So see, now I have my sticker the way I want it. And then, again, because of the weird way this is cut, what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to bring the sticker. I just peeled off one corner of it, and I'm going to bring it to where I want it. And then I'm going to peel off the backing and just put the sticker down as I peel off the backing. Because as you can see already, it's happening on my finger. Oh, no, and it's not working at all. So you're going to see in a second what I mean. Look at that. Look how it's cut. Like, seriously, who does that? So now I have the other half of my sticker still on the sheet that I need to then move. I know, not just half, pieces. I kid you not. All right, so now bear with me because I'm going to turn this sideways like so. And I'm going to try my dangest best to line this up. Happy Planner, you did me wrong here. Nope, still not lined up. Okay, bear with me. I have to take this off screen because I cannot see that. It's too weird and wavy, and I just have to get it right in order for it to line up properly. What I'm doing is I'm getting my face next to the page and just, I don't know if you can see the top of my head. Maybe you can. And it's still not right. Oh, Happy Planner, you did me very, very wrong here. Okay, I have a good chunk of it down. That is so stinky. I kid you not. Look at that. There's more piece of sticker coming off. I've never seen a cut that bad. All right, I got it though. There we go. So we got the sticker more or less the way I wanted it. Not perfect. It won't be, not when you're trying to do it in a hurry, but it's fixed. So, and that is a very, very sad thing. None of the stickers on this page are cut right. Really, really weird. It's like it's a cut for a different page almost. So now the next thing I'm going to do, so moving this right along because we don't want to take 3 days to do this, is I'm going to do my habit trackers because that's the next thing that comes in my spread. That is such a bummer. Such and such a bummer. All right. Now I have these in the order that they appear in the book, which, I mean, that they appear on the sheet. So this is a Proud Sticker Designs, excuse me, habit trackers. And I have them all in a set of covers that she provides with a translucent cover because her cover is soft, and these sit on a shelf, so I needed something hard to keep them on the shelf. So I have a translucent cover from Live Love Posh, and it fits a mini. So if you have mini covers, you should be all set. You wouldn't need to do something like what I just did. But I'm gonna grab probably the orange, and I don't know if I have that gold color. In fact, I don't think I do. That's one of the colors that I have to order. I have a mustardy color, which is not too far off. And I'm going to see if I have brown. Yeah, that's not bad. If the brown that is here, I know I have brown. If the brown is dark enough or it's too light. And it is too light. It's a saddle brown, which is much lighter than the brown here. So I'll make it happen with these two. So we'll take this one first. This is probably my most used, pretty constantly used set of stickers because I use the habit trackers every single week. So, um, so now that the sales are starting, I gotta figure out when she's having her sale so I can pick up the colors that I'm missing plus filling in where I'm starting to run out. Um, so. And I have no idea why I just did that. I just realized that's not what I want to do. I'm used to using 3 different colors, so that's why I automatically put that one there, but that actually belongs on the side. I'll do 1 row of orange and 1 row of the golden color, which they call mustard. It's more of a mustard than it is a golden color. But, okay, there, and one more. Right, try to get them sort of the same distance from each other. Yep, that's pretty good. That's way too high. Oh, goodness. So much fun. That's more like it. It's kind of crooked too, but straighten that a little bit. Okay, so there's the orange, and now we'll do the gold. I'll have to fix that later. It's still a little bit crooked, so, or at least it looks crooked to me. Okay, and then the gold. Okay. All right, so we have our trackers. We have pretty much everything that needs to happen on this side squared away. Put the habit trackers away. Now let's decorate on the right side of the page, because that's all that's left to do. Yeah, wow. Yeah, who knows? Who knows what exactly was cut there? Because it's not usable pretty much. You have to like cut it like I did that one and hope for the best. So now I'm gonna put some leaves. So let me put this on the side here and just grab the first leaf, and I don't want this one here. No, I don't want this one here. So there. And then we'll grab one of those and put it on this side. Because there's nothing else decorative in this book, is there? I mean, there's these cute little full boxes, but eh. Oh, there's these. These are smaller too. That might be nice. All right, let me put this one down. And there's this one, kind of large. So put the larger ones next to the big boxes. And there, I'm leaving myself a tiny bit of room to write. And then I can use the smaller ones from the other page to add a little bit more. So I like this. Maybe this one upside down. I don't even half mind the ivory, or yeah, ivory backing on the leaves. So let's see. I wish there were some of these cute little mushrooms too. Those are very adorable. So then we'll do, oh, I didn't put anything here because I put it down. That's why. All right, let's put that one here. So big ones next to the big boxes. And then we'll put little ones next to the little boxes. Oh, I love this. This pine cone is adorable. Maybe some pine cones on this one. Pine cones with pine cones. And then, let's see. I really want to use these mushrooms. So I'm trying to think. I don't have a punch that I can use to make like a circle or something, which would be what I would want to do. So I'm just going to use them like a scrap kind of thing. Trying to think how to scrap it the other way. Not hard to tear these things, tiny little stickers, but see, do I like it like so? I don't even know that I love that, but I want them. That was the piece that I just cut off, huh? All right. I don't know that I love that, but I'm going to do it anyway. Cut a straight line there. And just put a scrap. So I can have my mushrooms on the page. Kind of missed the ball there with not putting any mushrooms stickers to decorate. So, or to use on the this set, kit, whatever you want to call it. All right, I'm going to save the other pieces because I will use them elsewhere. That's very odd, but it works. It works for me anyway. And then perhaps smaller, there are more pine cones over here, so maybe I'll do another, or maybe I'll do a collection of things, of smaller things. There's a few of those here. I like that. And then maybe this orange, little orange one. Right? Yeah, that works. So all that's left for me to do here is now, oh, we need something there, don't we? All right. And it's like you can't even use, like, sometimes you have boxes that you can put sideways, but none of these can be used that way. So let's go back to that page that has the terribly cut stickers. Oh, that one has mushrooms, but guess what? They're not cut right. So I'm going to do one more little bit of surgery here, sticker surgery, and I'm going to get some of those stickers to work for me. So I'm going to see how I'm going to do this. That is really so incredibly sad. Okay. So I'm going to make a little field of mushrooms on the bottom right-hand corner. So I'm going to just quickly try to sort of kind of fussy cut these, except they're not. Trying to make them as nice as I can. And I am cutting them with the background, because if I cut off the background, what's going to happen is the multi-piece sticker is going to be even worse to work with. So, all right, so I have one. I'm going to cut off the weird sharp corners. Okay, there's one. And it's in 3 pieces, so we'll put one here. It's not that it's ripping, it's literally that the cuts are in the middle of the cuts are all in the middle of all the stickers. So, and the whole page is cut incorrectly. Right? Not quite right. And then I'm still missing a little corner of the mushroom on the right side. That's infuriating. Yeah, that's fun. Kind of in place, not quite. I may have to fix these later because they're bugging me right now. But my precision kind of shot because I'm trying to do this way too fast. All right, let's do, I like this one right here. So I'll show you. So I don't know if you can tell, but see, this is the other quote and it's cut in the middle right there. So whole page, a whole ruined page of stickers. All right. For another person, it would be a ruined page. For me, it's a good challenge. I like a challenge. All right. I'm going to grouse about it the whole time, but I like a challenge. All right. So again, I'm just fussy cutting around it, knowing full well that it's going to fall apart into pieces when I try to pull it off the page. But at least it won't have a ton of backing on it, which is what I don't want. And make it a little bit easier on myself. I'm just going to cut it out of the page like this and then finish the fussy cutting. So yeah, fun, huh? I'm gonna try to use that cut that's there to my advantage. Okay. I'm not loving that so much so-called whimsical piece of mushroom sticker over there, but I'm just gonna leave it because otherwise. All right, so we have a second sticker that I've cut, and this one's splitting in a weird way in the middle. Ah, it's in two pieces. That one works. Not as bad. And the two pieces kind of sort of stayed together. So not as much rearranging as I thought I would need to do. Okay, that's two. And I kind of want a third mushroom. Do I dare? I dare, because I think this one is also in only two pieces. So I'm going to cut this little one right here. So let me cut it out of the page. Okay, so it's cut out of the page now, and now we can fussy cut around it. I kind of like the background. I think the background is kind of cute. And it goes with the other stickers that have that same color background. So, okay. Didn't expect to be fussy cutting this much with this spread. I thought, okay, Happy Planner stickers, pretty easy. You know, but every once in a while you find a bad sheet. That's all. That is all. Cut off that weird little pointy end. Okay. And this is the last of the mushrooms, and it's coming in two pieces. I'm going to put the bottom piece first. Like that. And then I have the top piece stuck to me. All right, that's it. I think that's actually works. I wish there were some washi strips or something like that, because that would kind of work nicely um, here, but there aren't, and I just need to leave it alone and be done with it. So there you have it, folks. This is my Catchall spread for the week of November 17th. If you like this video, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button. I hope to see you again. Thank you for joining me, and have a great day. Bye.